G'day gamers, what's it like hit 12,000 subscribers while I was in Sydney for Nintendo Live, and I've really been thinking of how to do a 12k subscribers video because, well, it's gone on from the 10k subscribers video, and I was going to talk about my 12 favorite games, but I thought instead, why not just answer the 12 frequently asked questions that I get asked when I tell people that I review video games for a living. Now, full disclosure, I'm very self-aware. I know that I'm not a big-time journalist like Jason Schreier, and I'm not a huge outlet like IGN or anything like that, but I just thought this would be a little bit of fun for people to see a little bit behind the scenes, but also maybe get to know a little bit about me. And I'm doing something I don't normally do, which is going off script, so you might hear a lot of ums and ahs. I do apologize for that, but I have written my questions down on my phone, so let's dive right in. First question, most common question, do I get paid to play video games? Yes, I do. I get paid by YouTube ad revenue, and it's how I kind of earn money on this channel. I don't get paid by developers, and I don't accept sponsorships by developers because I think it's a conflict of interest. So all my revenue is coming from people who watch my video and watch the ads in the video, so don't skip them. Do developers tell you what to write about for reviews? No, but sometimes we get press kits, which is very handy. With Nintendo, they always give you a PDF that outlines all the features of the game, and the best press release I ever got was from a game called Let's School. It was about 14 pages or so from memory. For some reason, we're not allowed to show them to the public. Otherwise, I'd love to have an example here about what they are, but usually they're just a sheet that highlight the features of the game, and it really helps me structure reviews sometimes. A developer has never said to me, you need to talk about this, this, and this. They more just have it, just so you know, here's what the game features, and that's it. If I talk about it, which, I mean, you're always going to talk about the game features, great. But yeah, no one ever tells me what to write or suggests a score of what to write. I'm assuming that's what the question means, really. Do you get blacklisted if you write a bad review? No, not as far as I can tell. I should say I write plenty of bad reviews, but I mean, I'm assuming they mean low-scored reviews. I've done a lot of low-scoring reviews from people. I've criticized people fairly, respectfully, and tactfully, and I think as long as you approach it from that perspective, it's okay. I never attack someone. I don't get into the drama. I don't report on rumors and leaks, and that seems to keep everyone happy. As far as I can tell, I haven't been blacklisted, but if the review codes dry up after I, give a bad review of a game, I'll let you guys know. Do developers ask you to review their games? Absolutely. I get developers always reaching out, or PR firms on behalf of developers, and they'll usually send me a key in my email and ask me if I could review it. They're not as, strict as the websites where you have to review and then you have a certain time frame that you have to get that review out. But one of the big things is because I'm in Australia, ANZ keys are harder to get. So sometimes I have to respectfully decline because I've usually got a North American key or a European key. I know some people say switch your account over, but I don't know if I can't risk my account that has like 500 games on it. So I'm not sure if that's a thing. Let me know in the comments below if you can freely switch without, getting punished or anything. That would be great to know, because then it'll probably open me up to a whole lot more of reviews. Do I get all games for free? Wouldn't that be nice? I wish I did get all games for free, but no, unfortunately I don't. I would say that my mix of reviews or coverage is probably 50-50. So I get 50% promo codes, and then I buy 50% of the games myself. A good example of that would be at the end of every review, I'll usually say, in the interest of full disclosure, a review copy was provided, but this doesn't influence my score. So I say that, people ask, well, how does it not influence your score? To me, it's just another piece of content that I can get out. So I'm appreciative of getting games because it means I don't have to pay for them. But sometimes, because I'm on a strict budget, like Lollipop Chainsaw at the moment, I don't think they gave out review codes, so I couldn't afford to get it. And that's the reason why I didn't review it. But yeah, sometimes there'll be a game that I'm like, I absolutely have to get this, like the upcoming Harry Potter Quidditch. I'll be paying for that out of my own pocket, and yeah, sometimes you're lucky and get them. So, do I still enjoy playing games now it's my job? Absolutely. I love video gaming and I love writing, and with What's It Like, I get to combine I get to combine the best of both worlds and write about video games. I think with the question that I get asked, maybe it's like when I get a bad reviewed game, like a game that's probably not going to score very high. Sometimes that can be a bit of a slog. You have to obviously review a certain percentage. It's to be able to give a good overview. So it's not like I'm going to review a game for 20 minutes and then write a review about it. So if there's a game that's not really gelling with you and you have to slog through 15 hours of gameplay, you know, I guess it's tedious, but I still love video games. So I guess it's not so bad. Do I work for Nintendo or Fortnite? Now, this is the most common question I'm asked by my nieces, nephews, and kids of friends. No, I don't. I have no affiliation at all with Epic Games. I love covering Fortnite because I like playing Fortnite. With Nintendo, I do get review copies, but I'm not affiliated with them at all. With Nintendo Live, I had a lot of people ask me, like, if Nintendo flew me down. No, I had to enter the lottery as well, and I was very fortunate to get a ticket. I had to pay for my flights, my accommodation, which means this month's reviews are a bit few and far between because I've blown my budget. But I had to do everything that way. I didn't have special privileges or access or anything. Every time we recorded something, we asked a nearby Nintendo staff member if we were able to record, and they were very accommodating and very great. But yeah, no special treatment from them. Does YouTube pay a lot? Not really, not heaps for me. For bigger channels, definitely. My views are very varied. And so my monthly earnings are very varied. You get paid once a month. I've had some really great months and I've had some very bad months. But thankfully, I've got another job. I do digital marketing and I also work with veterans to help out veteran-owned businesses and veterans with post-traumatic stress. I don't get paid for the 2 veteran jobs, but you know, they kind of might connect me with some civilian jobs that I can get paid for. And yeah, that kind of funds What's It Like. So What's It Like still owns a little bit, which is nice kind of play money, I guess. But no, for me, it's not really about the money. If I got paid $1, I'd be happy. But obviously, if I got paid $1 million, I'd be even happier. So does it bother me if a video bombs? Absolutely. It is heartbreaking. And I sit there at night refreshing my feed, just seeing if the views go up. Prime example would be my last video was a Splatoon video on the final Splatfest. A lot of other outlets covered it as well, and they seem to get really good views on it, but for some reason mine really bombed. And I guess you get a little bit of that imposter syndrome. You also kind of wonder what could I have done better, but at the end of the day, it's just content. You can't really dwell on it. You've got to move on to the next content. Hence why I'm already working on 2 other videos now to go up. So yeah, it's a bummer, but it's part of the business. You've just got to keep going and figure out what worked, what didn't, and go from there. Have I had a bad experience in the video games industry? Nope, not at all. I've been very lucky. Everyone I talk to is really cool. Everyone's chilled out, especially I notice on the Aussie side of things. Yeah, I haven't really had a bad experience. When I first started, there were a lot of rejections, I guess, or people kind of just saying, no, we're not really going to work with you at the moment. But to me, that's a business refusal. It's all a business. Video games are a business. What's It Like is a business. And if, I don't align with their goals or I don't have the reach that they're hoping for, then they're not going to pick me, and that's fine. It's just a business decision, and all you got to do is write a little goal of what you need to do. And one thing I always ask is, okay, well, what are your prerequisites? What can I work towards to be able to work with you? And that's about it. So not really a bad experience, more a learning experience. I was almost going to give up at one stage in the early days of What's It Like. And it was a guy called David from Calypso Media who answered my email, and he gave me some crucial advice and helped me learn how to kind of apply for keys, and hooked me up with an interview for the developer of Railway Empire 2. and it kind of all went from there. So I was pretty much ready to give up that week, and then his email popped into my inbox. So David, if you're watching, mate, thank you so much for everything. Pretty much my channel's here because, you know, you took a chance. What's your best experience in the industry? Honestly, it's chatting to people in my YouTube comment section, because it's like when you meet someone in real life and they tell you that they like a game that you like, and you're like, oh, and then talk to them at a social event. That's pretty much what it's like for me every day. Where I live in a kind of remote, smaller country town. I don't have a lot of people here. I used to be from the Gold Coast, which all my friends and family are there. So I get to chat to people online, I guess, now, and, you know, talk about the things I love. So I really like talking about No Man's Sky and Fortnite and all that sort of thing. Everyone on my channel seems to be really chilled out, and it's a real positive vibe, which I like. I've only had 1 or 2 people that were negative, and then even then, I just take that on board. What are their complaints, and then how can I maybe improve that and turn that complaint into an opportunity. I haven't really dealt with trolls. There was one person that kind of taunted me. I've only blocked one person off my channel, and there was someone who stole all my videos and uploaded it to their own channel, which they got blocked as well. So yeah, I've gone off on a tangent, sorry, because that should have probably gone on my bad experiences question. Anyways, last question, do I still love my job? Absolutely. Apart from spending time with my wife and kids, this is what I live for. I love it. I love waking up. I love writing down ideas. Some I just throw in the bin eventually. Some have been in my backlog for 6 to 12 months. I love writing about video games. I love it. I look forward to it. I don't see it as work. To me, it's like, I've got a game to review, sweet, I get to play that all day, and then I get to write about it. So I love What's It Like. I can't thank you guys enough for the support, because when I started this channel, I was living in a caravan and things maybe weren't so crash hot. And now I have a house and a safe place to live. And yeah, I get to write about video games all day. So I really appreciate it. And that's it. If you guys have other questions, I'm quite happy to answer them in the comments below. That's not engagement baiting. It's just in the nature of this video. If there's something that you want to know, let me know. And I'll try and answer it. But all I can say is thank you so much for all your support. It's been fantastic. It's amazing. I hope you keep enjoying my videos, and if you start not enjoying them, let me know what I'm doing different and how I can fix it. But have a great day, and game on. Thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. The best way you can support me is to like and subscribe and continue watching my content if you enjoy it. But if you do want to go that bit extra, you can buy me a coffee or join our Patreon, which shows you behind the scenes of this channel. Thanks again.